Hey guys, how's it going? And essentially, it's time, now it's after E3, to get back to speculation, back to talking about what we've learned, making videos based upon all the little bits of details that we got, until of course we get the new news. Then we can talk about that and break it down, analyze it, etc. And that's kind of how the cycle goes. But today I wanted to talk about a topic that was brought up by Ashraf himself, talking about multiple playable characters are going to be in the game. However, we're not getting Rift missions, and they will only be playable for select missions. Now, I have a few theories as to what this could be. I'm going to go through all of them and talk about the possibilities, but I have one specifically that I'm really hoping is correct. It fits the model perfectly, and I'll go over that one last because it's kind of like the one that I think is the most important. But first, I'll skim over everything else. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video. So, the first thing is it's not Rifts. So, we know we're not getting Rifts like Assassin's Creed Unity, where Arno went into various time periods, and that wasn't even playing as a different character, so those wouldn't count anyways. And we know it's not like Syndicate, which was another Rift mission where you played as Lydia Fry in World War I, and that's what everyone thought we were going to get, but that has been shot down recently by Ashraf Ismail in his interview with Luma. So there are no Rift missions, but there are multiple playable characters for select missions within Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, this doesn't mean that we won't have other time zones. For instance, remember when we played as Haytham in Assassin's Creed 3? That wasn't a time rift, but we played as a different playable character. And then, if you remember in Assassin's Creed 4, there was an Aveline mission. If you remember in Assassin's Creed Unity, there was a mission with someone at the beginning of the game. So there are different characters for select missions like that system, so it could definitely be like that. Rift missions doesn't rule out different time periods. Now, in terms of different time periods, they could be accessed in many ways. It doesn't necessarily mean, we'll get the time rift. There could be first civ tech that emulates the rift system, so they're technically not rifts, but it's the same thing, but they're not actually rifts in the animus, etc. Another thing is that they could just be select missions in the main menu. They could be bonus missions, things like that. You don't know what they're going to be, but they don't necessarily have to be rifts in the game, but they could work exactly the same as rifts, so we do not know that. Now, Juno events could allow you to link up to other characters. These could be events in which you play as these other characters, in which they encountered sages, and this, of course, progresses Juno's story along, and you get more information. Again, they wouldn't be rifts, but I feel like these things are all too close to rift missions that Ashraf wouldn't say there's no rift missions, because they'd essentially be the same thing. They're just executed in a different way. So I think if it were these things, they would just end up falling under the rift category anyway, but there's still possibilities because technically they wouldn't be rifts. Now, there's also, of course, the modern day in which you could have another playable character. There could definitely be multiple playable characters in the modern day, but I highly doubt that because it's more than likely just one playable character, which is exactly what we want. And if that's the case, and it is a playable character in the modern day, then his statement about multiple playable characters for select missions doesn't really fit with the whole one playable character modern day. It doesn't fit with the same thing because he's saying multiple characters, multiple missions, and so I personally don't think this one is the case, but there's that. Now, if this is some kind of first civ tech, or it's some kind of alternate missions, or it's some kind of thing emulating rifts, who do I think we'll play as? Now, my ones that I want to play as, one, I think everyone has said this before, is Amunet, who assassinated Cleopatra in 30 BCE using her snake. Now, and this also brings something else up, is that controllable animals have been in Assassin's Creed. She had a controllable snake, so this isn't actually, the controllable eagle kind of does fit with lore. We've just never had a full explanation for why certain people can control animals. Maybe we'll find out in Origins, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is saying maybe Amunet, maybe we'll get to play the mission when she assassinates Cleopatra. That would be incredibly interesting. Another one is Arno. Maybe we'll get to play a section in Cairo. Maybe Arno eventually went to Egypt to actually go and see the mentor there that he sent the apple to and see what's going on in Egypt. It's a high possibility, and that'll be a really cool thing to see. Another one is seeing Altair, which I think will be really, really awesome, is having this Altair memory where you get to play as Altair at the beginning of his life or something like that, something we haven't seen before, and maybe he could possibly be, we just get a scene with him or like a mission with him, and he's just in Egypt possibly, and he finds out about Bayek. He finds out about him, and it just brings this round circle, of we've had Altair's story, we've had all the stories going on, and then we get to go back, and then that then links to Altair and brings it full circle to see, the guy who founded the Assassins, Altair knew about him, because we know he's going to somehow be wiped from history, and no one's going to know about him because no one's mentioned him. If, he's this important guy that started the Assassin Brotherhood in 49 BCE, you would have thought the Assassins would know about him, but they don't. So you would think that Bayek actually ended up wiping himself from history in some sense, not keeping any records or whatever, but it'd be nice to see Altair see that Bayek was a thing, so that at least Altair knows. He doesn't talk about him, but at least he knows, and we know that he knows who began the Order, and it makes him relevant kind of thing. I think that'd be really, really cool, and that could add to, you know, multiple playable characters, getting to play as Altair in a game that's the 10-year anniversary, that links up, you know, the origins of the Brotherhood with Altair's story, that's telling the story. Like, it makes sense that they could put an Altair section in there, but again, we don't yet know. Now, the last one that I really, really think fits with the select missions, multiple playable characters, he doesn't want to talk about it yet, and we've talked about it in the community. I wonder if they've listened and put it in the game, is legacy missions in Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, if you want to listen to a video that where I talked about this, I believe there's one somewhere on my channel. I'll link it in the description, so I will find it and link in the description. I'm not entirely sure which one it was at this point, but I will find it. And I talked about legacy missions being how cool that would be, because someone brought it up on an episode of Wishlist. In Empire, it'd be nice if you had to play special missions to get the legacy outfits. How I would like it to be is if you want the Ezio's outfit, you have to play a new mission as Ezio to get the outfit. To get Edward's, you have to play a new mission as Edward, etc, etc. To play these missions, you have to collect collectibles in the game. To play Ezio's mission, you have to find all of his collectibles, same with Altair, Connor, and everyone else. I wanted this into the game because it would make legacy outfits more special than in the previous games, and this would also be a good way to bring back the old characters again, even if it's just for a short amount of time. This idea may possibly be the best idea that we've got on Wishlist so far. So, legacy outfits have just kind of been in the game, but imagine this, like to get Altair's mission so that you can unlock his outfit, you have to collect 10 flags scattered around the world. To get Ezio's mission, you have to get 10 feathers scattered around the world. And like different things like that. So there's things specific to each character. When you get the 10 collectibles, it unlocks a rift. You go into the rift, you play as that character for a short mission, you know, 10-15 minute mission where you just go through like a set linear section that's really, really cool, and then you unlock their outfit at the end of it. How fucking awesome would that be? Legacy missions to unlock legacy outfits. It would give such a meaning to the collectibles in the game. It'd give like lots of collectibles, but then at the same time gives you a mission and an outfit. That's awesome. Such a cool idea. Like, imagine how good that would be, man. It's something that I can even see them doing, because it's small. It's a small thing. It's not like a huge scale thing where someone's like, oh, and then when you get those missions, you can free roam in fucking Rome and fucking these different areas. Like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to build, what, 9 open worlds for these short missions and characters and stuff. But the missions idea is cool. A linear mission as each character when you find their specific collectibles to unlock their legacy outfit to play as in Empire. That would be so good. Oh, please do that. That'd be so awesome. That's one of my favorite ones. Thank you so much for that one, nerdy guy. We talked about it on Kill Connor Club, and essentially the concept is that you would have various collectibles around the world. So you'd say you'd have flags, or you'd have feathers, or you'd have shanties or something like that, and when you collect, say, 10 of each thing, or 20 of each thing, say you collect 20 feathers, you get to play a mission as Ezio Auditore, and then by completing that mission, you unlock his legacy outfit. Then say you get 10, 20 shanties, you unlock a mission to play as Edward Kenway. You'll then, once you've done that, unlock his legacy outfit. And I think it gives the collectibles more of a purpose. It also gives the outfits more of a purpose. It makes it way more fun to collect these outfits because you've got to play as these assassins. And it would make so much sense for the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed to give us a mission with each of our favorite assassins from the previous games. We get Altair, Ezio, Connor, Edward, Arno, Jacob and Evie, maybe even Shay in there. You get, you know, a mission with each of these assassins that we've played as in the past over the 10 years of Assassin's Creed. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense the way he's talked about it in terms of select missions, multiple playable characters. It matches up perfectly, plus it's 10-year anniversary. To me, that makes perfect sense, and I really, really hope this is the case. I really, really hope we get to see this in the game, because I talked about this a couple of months ago on Wishlist, and I part of me feels like they've watched Wishlist, because it's a series completely about what the community wants, not just what I want as a sole person. So I feel like they would definitely watch that if they're looking for ideas from the community, because it really kind of sums everything up in one place. And I feel like that's one of those ideas where you look at it and you're like, god damn, this idea is such a fucking good idea. Like, it's not just one of those ones where it's like, oh, better AI or sandstorms or, you know, customization in this aspect or whatever. It's one of these ideas where it's like, this is a really, really good idea. The Legacy Missions idea, I think, is the best idea anyone's ever given me on Wishlist, and if this is the thing they're putting in the game, it will be absolutely freaking insane. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below, because this is something that I'm really looking forward to seeing more of, and I really hope this is the case. And at this point, I pretty much convinced myself this is the case, so if it's not, I'm gonna be pretty fucking disappointed. But this is these are my ideas, and this is the one that I think seems the most likely. So thanks for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to smack that like button because that'd be absolutely fantastic. I haven't said that in ages. That was really weird. Anyway, thanks for watching me. What the fuck am I saying? Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications to stay up to date on all new Assassin's Creed information and videos and things like that. Let me know comments or things you'd like me to talk about regarding Origins or just regarding Assassin's Creed in general in the comment section below, because it's always nice to have ideas from you guys telling me what you would like to see. That's it for this video. I've got some more stuff coming soon. It should be a good time. Check out all the links in the description. Follow me on Twitter, etc., etc., etc. I don't even know where we're going with this anymore. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time. Bye!